the last time we were all here, you all continued your ascent of the tower, passing through the tower library where you found a number of books that seemed to grab your attention, and Mycah used his ability to speak with plants to ask an anguished tree to move its roots out of the way. You proceeded up through the arched roots to a final large solarium, and you found a massive bulbous tree coated in glowing crystalline orbs. And along its root structure, a string of large bluish-white crystals with white leaves at their base. From the large tree, you saw coiled around it several thick tendrils and a pack of slitherbolds, along with one in a large flesh and bone headdress standing atop a small rise facing the tree. And as you rounded the top of the stairs, they all turned with their gaping mouth eyes glinting at you as one of the long tendrils reached towards the whitish blue crystals. And with that, I need you to roll initiative.
Bum, bum, bum.
12.
15.
Give me a second here. Let's roll this d20. Also 15.
Mycah and Zayden both have 15.
Yes.
And I believe, Zayden, you have the greater dex modifier.
Yeah, +2.
Yeah, mine's also a +2. What's the actual number
Oh.
for your dex?
14.
Mine's a 15.
There you go.
Well then, alright. That answers that question.
That means I'm last.
Still got one to roll yet, but alright. So first and foremost, as you start to come to the top of the stairs, you see all of the golden eyes swivel around, and you hear them all as they grab up their spears and short, jagged swords, and they dash in your direction. Given your order, Mycah, 3 of them are going to attack you. That is a 18 to hit.
Yeah, 18's gonna hit.
That is 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay. No problem.
That's an 11 to hit. I assume that misses.
Yeah.
And that's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit as well.
For another 6 points of damage.
Okay.
As they
Just
swarm up and...
Just glad that I'm a big, beefy boy.
Yes, indeed.
Still under the effect of my wild shape.
Fira.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them are going to swarm you.
Of course.
That's a 20 to hit.
Yep.
4 points of damage.
Okay.
And a 13.
Misses, thank God.
So, after the closest ones lay into the furbolg, 2 of them come around the side and they start stabbing down over the lip of the stairs, where you're now almost waist height with the room. And the first one gets you with surprise, but you stumble back as they try to drive another one down at you. And last but not least, Zayden, the last one's going to try and sling a sharp chunk of hard material at you.
Sorry. I forgot to mention the first dude that moves into to hit me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's going to go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That's a natural 20.
Yeah, all right. He's good.
Okay.
A little.
Zayden, the chunk that he hurls at you flies just over your head, going a bit wide of where he intended, but as you watch, you see the chunk as it flies past, and in the starlight filling this room, the chunk glitters as it passes your head. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw, please.
17.
Okay, you manage to narrowly duck yourself along the inside wall of the stairwell as the chunk hits the outer wall of the tower just over your head, and it detonates with a small amount of force.
Oof.
That was the slitherbolds. Mycah,
Yeah.
you have 3 guys all up in your business.
Cool. Well, I'm going to cast Shillelagh, and then I'm going to hit somebody.
Okay.
So I do that. I'm going to hit the one in the left, I guess. Doesn't really matter.
Okay.
So let me just get this here dice roller going. Okay, so the first, the hit is going to be a 18 to hit.
Yep.
11 plus 7.
Oh yeah.
Cool. And then that's a D8 bludgeoning and a D6 of poison, and then more damage on top of that. 6. Give me a second here to do some very basic math.
Math is hard.
18 damage.
Okay. You watch as the vision of that golden eye swims as you absolutely crack it in the side of the head.
Mycah has a very straightforward approach to most situations.
Yeah.
So we can see.
Hit with big magic stick.
Yeah.
It manages to weather the beating of your big magic stick, but it does so sparingly. Okay. Unless you have anything else, Zayden, it's your turn.
All right, so I'm still kind of on the stairs there. Who can I see any of them?
Yeah, you are just sort of at your head's like peeking up over the lip of the floor. You can see a lot of the room.
All right. That kind of sounds like half cover or something like that. But either way, I am going to. Well, I'm. How many of the slitherbolds do I see here? Like, which are closer? Who has weapons? That sort of thing.
You
Like the one who just threw a grenade at me.
He is actually the only one that isn't sort of right up in your guys' business. You see that one stayed close by the stairs and the figure in the headdress. The other 5 have moved very much sort of up to you guys along the stairwell.
Okay.
2 are working on Fira just in front of you, and 3 are huddled all around the firbolg that is taking up the head of the stairs.
Okay. So... Well, am I in melee distance to 1 or 2 of them?
They stopped to stab at Fira. It would be a bit of a reach for them.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot one of them
Okay,
with Eldritch Blast.
fair enough.
Ah. That is a 23 to hit.
That hits.
All right. Ah, nice. 9 damage.
Yeah.
9 radiant damage.
You have the sword out?
Yes.
So you proceed to reach it up over your head, and you proceed to charge a shot of light up your arm and down the blade, and it fires out and skims lightly across the floor, slamming into the closest of the slitherbolds. Anything else?
Well, I can't really get up to them very easily. Unless I, like, climb up the side, I guess.
You are able to pass through allied spaces.
It may actually be good back here for now, because it's kind of within cover since I'm down below the ground.
Okay.
I think I could throw a dagger at one of them. Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Can you make... I don't think you can make ranged, unless you have...
2-weapon fighting allows for thrown weapons.
Oh, well then, do that then.
Yes, I made sure to check that earlier because I had this idea. All right. Let's throw us a dagger. Ooh. 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Same one as before?
Yep.
Okay.
3 damage.
Okay. So you proceed to bolt that one slitherbold who reels back from it and tries to scamper around a bit on the ground to come to grips with this blast of light that just rocked his business. And as he manages to just... You throw the dagger and it cuts him across the face. Zayden, anything else?
Nope, that's all I got.
All right. You watch as 3 of the long tendrils, the one headed towards the glowing crystals along the far wall, continues to reach out, and it wraps slowly around the fruit closest to it. And then one just over the way, a little hard to note because it's on the landing behind you, slithers along the ground and comes over the lip.
Oh no.
Zayden, a recent memory comes roaring back to your mind as this dark black viney tendril comes over the top
Oh no.
Again.
and attempts to curl around you. However, with a 10, it's not gonna...
Aha.
10 doesn't hit you, right?
Nope.
Then you manage to duck your head down, very wary of such things.
Not today, asshole.
Fira,
Yeah.
you're up.
First things first, she's gonna take one of those other blue vials that she has, and she's gonna chug that shit.
Okay.
The health potions. Because she's at 4 health.
Oh,
So she's
Sorry,
gonna...
what was that?
She's at 4 right now, and she's gonna heal herself up with that health potion. I just don't remember how much that heals me by.
That's fair. Stand by a second. I believe it's 40. Yeah, it's 44 plus 4.
Perfect. So I'm up to full health, which is not very much, but still.
Okay.
Okay.
I believe that's the second of those that have been
Yes, sir.
consumed. Okay. As long as you're keeping track of that.
I am.
Fantastic.
Then she's going to...
That's your bonus action, by the way. I
Perfect.
believe by the official guide, it's actually an action to drink a potion. But
It is.
I think that that's dumb if you're conscious. If you're trying to feed it to an unconscious person,
then it's an action.
then it's an action. But I think that you can drink your own. I treat that as your bonus action.
That I like that. So I'm going to pull out the hand crossbow and try and shoot at the guys. One of the guys, well, the guy that actually did hit me.
Okay. They are considered in melee range with you. So, a ranged crossbow shot would be at disadvantage.
Then I didn't realize that's how close they were. I'm dumb. Rewind. Pull out the crossbow. Or not the crossbow, that's what I just said. The quarterstaff. Sorry, I'm tired. Whew.
Okay. You have your quarterstaff out.
Yes, and I'm going to hit at him.
Okay, go for it.
That's the easy one. I don't know. 15?
A 15 just hits.
Ooh, I like that. Alright. That will be 7 damage.
Okay.
That is a lucky thwack.
You actually
Of the eye.
this is the same one that has just taken a bolt of light energy and then a dagger across the face, and so it's turned and hissing down at Zayden, and while it's distracted, you proceed to spin your quarterstaff around and crack it down on the head, and you watch as the yellowish glow of that reptilian eye fades slightly, and the body drops slack in front of you.
Perfect. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's my turn. I'm done. Step. Do I have the chance to take a step back from where the edge is, so I'm slightly further away, or no?
Not without provoking the other one that is still...
All right, then I will not. I will just stand there and...
Okay. So... Now the... Now the one in the headdress is going to turn and did one of you say you speak Draconic?
I know that I
Hi,
don't.
I
Yeah, Kara
do.
does.
And I also still have comprehend languages up either way, so
Oh yeah. So
do it.
you hear as in Draconic, the one in the headdress turns and gives a wave of her pointed stick with a bit of Krona crystal tied on the end. She waves it about and goes, "Dark light, grant us your fingers. Dancing leaves, slow their path."
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Hey Mycah, you know
Uh,
you're still friends with that tree?
that tree is very nice. Yes.
You should rank up some brownie points. I think we're gonna need them.
You watch as the archways that you are going through, the dark, you notice suddenly that little, what you thought were just hairs along the root system are actually small, dark, wrapping vinage. And you watch as they suddenly grow a bit thicker and drape down in dark netting. With the plant growth spell, the stairs are now considered
Difficult terrain.
difficult terrain.
Oh,
And
boy.
actually, Mycah, you are at the head of the stairs, so you can actually see that this actually grows and coats the floor all the way along the distance, all along the edge of the stairs and all the way to where the sorceress is standing. That now makes it the slitherbolds' turn again.
Cool. Very cool.
First one, still reeling from that strike to its head, only manages to attack you.
Oh, it didn't die?
No.
Oh, cool. When it starts its turn, it makes a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That sure is a 10.
10 doesn't beat 15.
It sure doesn't.
Look, we learned math. I'm so proud.
So that's going to be 5 necrotic damage.
Okay. As it comes back from the harsh crack to the side of its head, you hear as the mouth jaws clack out around the eye. It sucks air from around its eye. And as it sucks in the spores around, it gives one last and it drops to its knees and falls slack in front of you.
Circle of Spores!
Now, does it take a reaction, or does it happen to all of them standing?
No,
around you?
that's a reaction.
Okay. Fair enough. So you're not just gonna straight start AoE slaughtering my entire...
Not for free, no.
Okay. Then the other two are still going to take their attacks.
But, like, obviously I would hit the one that is damaged.
No, of course. The next one is going to attempt an attack for 14?
14 does not beat my AC.
Okay. And then the other one's going to attack. That's a 20 to hit.
20 will beat my AC.
For
Handily at that.
yeah,
That's a new word.
that one actually stabs up and in, while the other one dances about in futile rage. But that one manages to get you right square in the chest for 8 points.
Alright.
Fira, the
Yeah.
one in front of you is unhappy.
Yeah.
But it's going to... and it raises its spear to jam down at you, but it's actually dealing with the one that you killed already and trips on it and completely messes up its strike.
Well,
That's a crit fail.
Oh no. And Zayden, the one that tried to fire at you before, proceeds to whip its sling around and snaps it. But the charge it attempts to sling at you doesn't discharge that time. And the sling actually wraps around its wrist and whips back in its own face.
Ha!
Oof.
You proceed to watch as the chunk detonates in its sling, slamming it backwards. It is now laid out on its ass. And its sling is
My
now...
misfires are more fun!
Its sling is toast.
Yeah. No more grenade launcher.
Mycah.
How many more of these are near me?
2.
Cool, I'm gonna hit one of them.
Sweet.
Dum diddy dum. Does a 14 hit?
14 does not hit.
Then I'm gonna miss.
Okay.
And end my turn.
Okay.
Because
Uh,
I don't have any like bonus action spells prepared that would be useful here.
yeah. As you're dealing...
Heat
You
metal
could
doesn't
move
work.
closer and... Well,
And
actually,
provoke 2 attacks of opportunity. You're right.
never mind. I'm looking at the map and not connecting where the things are. That's my bad. Forgot they were there.
It's fine. We should kill the little chumps before we focus on the big guy anyway. So
you watch. You as you go to swing down at the thing, you pull the spear in your chest free, and you go to swing down, but the thing dances back as you smash the shillelagh into the ground. Zayden,
wait, hold on.
you said you ended your...
Is the spear stuck in my... I was under the assumption that he stabbed me and pulled it back.
Well, for flavor purposes, it was still... He was in the process of pulling it back. It wasn't...
Oh, okay. Because like if he stabbed it and left it there, sweet, free spear.
No, like he was in the process of pulling it back, and so you were just sort of...
Oh, okay,
Shut
okay.
it up.
I was a little bit like, wait a minute.
No,
I can get fucky if you're leaving the spear here.
No, he didn't casually leave his stabbing implement for you to take. He was
Here,
taking
hold
it
this.
back. Yeah. So Zayden, you're up.
Right. So would I be able to make it to those 2 guys next to Mycah? Like with the difficult terrain? I don't really know the distances here.
Yes, it would be the extent of your movement to do so. And technically, you would provoke an attack from the one standing next to Fira.
Oh, there's one still there. Okay. I'm It's been a long day. I'm having trouble remembering where
Trust
everything
me,
is.
I know.
Yeah. Right. So am I already in melee range with the one near Fira?
No.
Now, can I get into melee range with the one near
Or
Fira?
actually, you are also aware that there is a giant tentacle that is currently
Forgot about
reached
the
over the
tentacle.
side of the stairs, and
Oh, right, because it grabbed and missed.
yeah.
Well, I know that radiant damage does a shit ton to those things, so even though it's pretty close, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast that.
Okay, it is in melee with you.
I don't think that changes anything.
I
Since
believe your Eldritch Blast is at disadvantage.
If it is a ranged touch attack, then yes, it is disadvantage when you roll to attack somebody.
range spell attack.
Yes,
Okay.
so that will be at disadvantage.
Never mind. I'll just slash it then.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, that's a natural 19. So
Yeah,
plus 6, 25.
you hit.
And for damage, 8 damage.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I can do.
Okay. On its turn, first and foremost, as you slash into the root, you do see where you carve a chunk away. The roiling tendril proceeds to bleed a dark, thick, blackish purple ooze.
Ew.
But undeterred, it's going to attempt to grab you with a 13.
That is my AC.
Ties go to attacker in ACs.
Hmm.
Oh.
It proceeds to coil around you, and you feel it squeezing down.
Yeah.
It proceeds to do 7 points of crushing damage,
Oof.
and you are considered grappled.
All right.
Zen, what's your passive perception?
13?
Okay. Mycah and Fira. Zaiden's a little busy at the moment, but you both see the other tendril that has reached to the far wall tears one of the bluish-white crystals off the wall and is pulling it back towards itself and makes it about halfway back towards the tree.
Well, that's weird.
Fira, you recall a call from the ship when you were a couple floors below.
Mm-hmm.
You recall that they called and told you that you do need at least 3 of the heart fruit.
And that leaves 4.
Well, it's only halfway there. It hasn't been consumed yet.
Yeah.
Correct. However, we're kind of stuck. Zaiden's really stuck.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you, but I'm very squishy.
And I'm being squished.
That concludes the tree's turn. So Fira.
There's still a guy in front of me, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna smack at him with my staff.
Sure, go for it.
It's gonna be a 17.
That hits.
It hits very weak. It hits him for 2.
Okay.
Da boop.
2. Anything else?
I'm going to give... Nope. Oh, I'm good. Oh, wait. I'm good. I end.
Okay. Then that makes it the sorceress's turn again. Dark One, lend us your glowing light.
Hmm.
You watch as, with a flick of her staff, a spiraling, almost ultraviolet pattern suddenly snaps and weaves through the air across the stairs.
Huh.
I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ah, that's the one I'm good at.
Wisdom.
14.
Got a +7 on those.
Wisdom saving throw.
17. I rolled a 10.
Okay.
But that
19.
becomes a 17.
Okay. Zayden, you said 19?
Yes. Rolled a 14. I have a +5.
Okay. Zayden and Mycah, you manage to shake off the effect as you see this, and it causes spots to dance over your eyes, but you shake your head and it is cleared from you.
Oh boy.
Fira,
Yeah.
Fira, as the light slams across your vision, you are transported back to the crumbling facade of a house overlooking the swirling gyre. And the twisting, writhing hole in the air has you enthralled. You are considered charmed, and you are incapacitated, and your movement is 0.
Wait. I roll an advantage against being charmed for saving throws.
Oh, yes, you do. Go for it again.
I'm charmed.
Okay. Then what I said applies.
Okay. Shit.
Okay. But that was the whole of her turn. So that makes it the slitherbolds' turn. So the slitherbolds, the 2 on you, Mycah, I assume you want one of them to try and not die?
Yeah, one of them can go ahead and make that Constitution saving throw.
That sure is a 5.
Cool. Let's roll another 2d4 necrotic damage.
Gross.
Boop. 7 damage total.
Okay.
Rolled almost as good as I could have there.
That one's gonna attempt to stab you. Oh my god. That one, overwhelmed by your spores, drops its spear and proceeds to fall on the ground and writhe around choking. Because even at advantage, it rolled double 1s. And given that that one is now not threatening you, the other one doesn't get advantage. Still rolls a 17.
17 hits me, yeah.
Okay. This is the one that already stabbed you in the chest once. It gets you for another 5.
Another how many? I'm sorry.
5 points of piercing damage.
Oh no! No, that actually sucks. I'm no longer all big and mushroomy.
Oh.
Oh no!
Yeah, you chunked through all of my extra HP.
Okay then. Does that mean you can't go on poisoning them each turn?
No, I still do that. It just only deals 1d4 instead of 2d4.
Oh, okay.
But, I mean,
That's
you know.
still.
Yeah.
Significant.
And then Fira, the one on you, is going to attack for. That sure is a 6. God, I'm rolling terribly. All right. That is the slitherbolds' turn. So Mycah. Oh no, wait. I'm sorry. There is one left. He is going to run up and the dead one in front of Fira, it is going to scrabble over and start to pat around on its belt, freeing a sling tied there from it.
Oh no, it had a backup!
Oh boy.
But that is the extent of its movement, so it is now in combat range. And it spent its action digging the sling off. So, Mycah, go ahead.
Cool. Alright. I think what I'm gonna do... I've got these options, right? I'm just trying to decide what I want to do with them. Because I've got these nerds, and I don't much care for them. They're being dicks. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna make a little bit of distance. The two guys in front of me, right?
Uh-huh.
Sorry?
One is currently prone, for what it's worth.
Sure. Cool. So I'm gonna hit them with a thunder wave. Because I've spent almost none of my spells. I've used one level 2 spell so far. That's it.
Do you get to designate just enemies?
I get to make a 15-foot cube originating from me.
Right.
So is it possible for me to orient this so that it hits the guys and not my friends?
No, because originating from you, Fira is within 15 feet of you.
Okay, but originating doesn't... Does originating mean centered?
Yes.
Ah, I see,
Yes,
I
you
see.
slam out in every direction, except where things like walls.
Then perhaps something else. Give me a minute here. Alright. You know what?
Oh no.
What?
I think it's time for a good old standby to make its comeback. I'm gonna cast me a flaming spear.
There we go.
Coming as
That's
a
good.
shock to no one.
Yeah, it's good. What is a shock, though, is I don't think I'm gonna hit either of these dorks in front of me.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna make this the sorceress's problem.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna whip a flaming spear at her, and she can go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So did she beat a 15?
Her collective total of 0 did not. No.
Ooh, it looks like I'm not charmed anymore.
Well, that's going to be 8 fire damage.
Okay.
Because Flaming Sphere is hilarious. Now, what's fun is that that's an action, and then it says as a bonus action, I can move it 30 feet and ram it into another creature. But I have to initially form it in a non-space.
Yes.
So the first turn, this is the most I'll be able to do with that. Yeah. Yeah, Flaming Sphere's fun.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So that's going to be my turn, is making a Flaming Sphere.
Okay.
And hitting an angry lizard lady with it.
Okay. Zayden.
Excuse me.
Right. So I'm being grappled by this thing.
Sure are.
How much of it can I see? Because it extends all the way back towards the tree, right?
Yes, you are at your neck is level with the floor, so I mean it's not a great visual to the tree, but you can see the whole way there.
So if I were to shoot an Eldritch Blast at a place farther along the vine than right next to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no disadvantage on that.
I would also no, because you're being grappled.
I was thinking metaphorically, like if you're being held by someone's hand and you cut off their arm.
If you're being grappled, you need to make an opposed grapple check to get out of it. Or I think Escape Artist. I don't know if that's still a thing.
He's trying to shoot the body of the tree. The tree is threatening you. The reason that you have disadvantage during attacks is that you're being harried by other forces, and a vine that has significantly wrapped itself around you and is crushing you most definitely qualifies in the harried category.
I'm also pretty certain that the only thing you can do when you're grappled is try to free yourself from the grapple.
No, you can. You can continue to.
Will trying to free myself from the grapple count as an action?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
I'm also reconfirming. The frantic search through my book here is to double check. I was actually just looking up the grapple rules because I'm trying to remember what your check is to get out if you want to, but.
Zero can't benefit from the most speed. The condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated. The condition also ends if an effect removes the grappled creature from the reach of the grappler or grappling effect. This creature is hurled away. Yeah, that doesn't say everything, I'm sure. Well, I think I'll just try and get out of the grapple. What check is that?
Escaping a grapple. A grappled creature can use its action to escape. To do so, it must
Athletics or acrobatics.
Yes.
Contested by the grappler's athletics check.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right. Wonder if it would be a better idea just to try and stab the thing again. Does it count as escaping the grapple if I just cut it off? Yeah. It's crushing me. It's dealing damage while it's here. I'm gonna try and get out.
Yeah, no, you can. Yeah, you can still attack while it's grappling you.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just
because yeah, but probably melee only in this case. All right, so I'm gonna try and get out. An acrobatics check.
Oh,
that's a nat 20.
Okay, nat 20. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm getting out of that grapple.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm sorry. I do get an opposed check.
Yes, you.
But no.
Can you oppose the nat 20?
If I get my own nat 20, they cancel each other out.
Huh.
But I did not do that because I am rolling terribly this evening. So yeah, you break free.
All right. Yeah, I did shrug the thing off, push it away, and I guess back up closer to Fira, because that's really the only other direction here. I don't think, since that was an action, I don't really think I can do anything else.
Okay.
Mhm.
Then that makes it the tree's turn.
Mm-hmm.
It proceeds to swing that vine over. And is actually going to swing past you, Zayden, and attempt to coil itself around another member standing on the stairs there. Fira
Yeah.
is a 13 hit.
No.
Does it trigger any sort of attack of
Nope,
opportunity
not
by
because
passing?
since you backed up to the space between them, it is still within 5 feet of you and therefore doesn't provoke.
Ooh, good point. Okay.
No.
So
I don't remember if there's any change because I'm charmed, but no.
it got to make that attack at advantage, and as I said, I am rolling garbage this evening.
And keep rolling like garbage because that was a no.
It proceeds to slither back and forth and is just thrashing over your head. However,
Okay.
it does proceed to drag that heart fruit back, and you watch as it coils and twists and crushes it down, and with a deafening a concussive force of energy emits through the room. I need all of you to make Constitution saving throws, please.
Hey, I'm
Mine at
also not bad at
disadvantage?
that one.
Is mine at disadvantage?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Self 20.
18, 19, 20, 21.
3.
Oh, oh no.
Okay. As the force rolls out, it proceeds to. Oh my god.
Don't say it like that.
No.
That could be a good thing. That could be a good thing for us.
It proceeds
Yeah.
to emit a shockwave of force that slams out across the room. Mycah and Zayden, you manage to plant your feet and endure through the slam. However, Fira and all of the slitherbolds
I feel less bad now.
proceed to take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow. It's okay.
I'm assuming the oh my god was all of the slitherbolts failing that save.
Every single one of them failed to save. And they are all knocked prone.
Me too?
And you. Also, your charm effect wears off.
That's good. But I'm prone.
As the force slams into you, your vision clears as you where did the last one go? There. Just as the vision fades, you do hear a quiet snickering and the whispered phrase, "I'll see you soon." But then your vision returns to you, and you are lying slammed out on the floor.
Ow.
That is the end of the tree's turn.
Hmm.
Fira, it is now your turn.
I'm gonna get up.
Okay. Given that you already have half speed movement, getting up means that you only have 5 feet left to you if you want to move.
I just want to get up.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's my action.
Nope. It is half your
Nope.
movement speed to stand up from prone.
Cool. So is there still a lizard dude prone in my range?
Mm-hmm.
So I roll at advantage?
Sure do.
Sure do. That's gonna be a 17.
That hits.
Thank God. And is it still just 1d6? Yeah. So,
yeah.
He takes 2 damage again.
Okay then.
He gets poked in the tummy.
Sure does.
Not the tummy.
Fear not.
Does that do it for you?
Yeah.
Okay. That makes it the sorceress's turn. She proceeds to and crawls back up to her feet and glances around at all of the ones that are down around her. And she is going to attempt to make an attack. I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. 12. Sorry, 15. I forgot to add my modifier.
15 is the DC. So
then I beat it, yes.
Oh.
If the number meets, the guy who rolls wins.
That makes sense. Okay. You watch as the sorceress from air that's crisp to air that's putrid. Not that you understand that. You just hear a series of clicks and hisses from the eyeball priestess.
Sorry. No, never mind. Sorry, no, keep going.
Okay. As she waves her hand around, a stream of noxious purple gas sprays in your direction.
Cool.
But you watch as it proceeds to be sucked into your mushrooms and dissipates.
Interesting. And is that the end of her turn?
That is the end of her turn.
Cool. She makes a dexterity saving throw now.
Oh.
Because she is within 5 feet of my flaming sphere.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that was there. She would absolutely move the F away from that.
Isn't it
okay?
Starts her turn near it, or
no, end your turn.
That's fair.
It's fair.
She is very cognizant of how magic works, and there is a big old burning thing next to her. I, as the DM, forgot.
That's definitely fair. That's definitely fair.
Burning things is a specialty.
Yeah. So where's she moving?
She's actually going to scamper back towards the tree.
Cool. Is it my turn?
Oh, actually, Fira, there were technically 2 of them prone next to you, but I assume you just wanted to keep hitting the same one.
Yeah, it's fun that way.
Okay, fantastic. Actually, it is the slitherbolds' turn.
Oh, cool. Are all 3 of them within 10 feet of me?
There are technically, there are 3 within 10 feet of you. Yes, there's one.
Which is the one that Fear has been hitting?
That would be the furthest one to your right that's still within range.
Cool. It gets to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. Oh, for God fucking...
So that's going to be 4 necrotic damage.
That's going to be 8 necrotic damage.
That's not how that works.
It is if it's how I want it to.
Okay. I'm just saying, you don't have to punish yourself
question it.
harder.
It is sputtering, but is maintaining itself.
Sure.
All right, so all of the slitherbolds that are up and jamming are going to crawl their way back to their feet. The 2 still on you, Mycah.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a 15 to hit.
15 misses.
Okay. Second one's going to take a shot. That's a 9.
Well, 9 misses as well.
Yeah. Fira, the one that you've been cracking over the head's going to attempt to try and return the favor and is technically threatening your space at the moment.
What a dick.
So 17 to hit.
Yep.
That's 7 points of piercing damage.
Jesus fuck.
As
Okay.
it stabs down at you.
Okay.
Then the other one that was scrambling for the sling is going to attempt to back away. And it's not going to disengage, so feel free to take your attack of opportunity. And actually, Zayden, I forgot that you're also standing there, so help yourself if you want.
My attack of opportunity is gonna be a fucking mess.
Attack opportunity is a... Ooh, that's a 17. But yeah, that's a hit. 17 plus 6.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. A slash. Is a 9 points of damage.
It carefully ducks back over the body as it sees the staff coming and totally thinks that it's clear, so it jumps back up just in time for you to cut across its chest. But it still backs the hell up and proceeds to reload the sling and fire it at you, Zayden, since you just cut its chest.
Oh no.
That's a 23 to hit.
That it's.
You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make your dex save at disadvantage.
Let's see. Oh, that's good. That's not bad. Alright. If it had been an advantage, that would have been nat 20. But somehow the second one came to an 18. Plus 2, so 20.
The next piece of crystalline chunk sails out and slams you right in the chest. But you know what's coming because you've seen a couple of these at this point, and you proceed to tuck down into a covered position, sort of Captain America style during an explosion, and just sort of hold your blade up over your head, and a small bit of light cushions the detonation over your head.
Alright. I dig it. Woo.
That concludes the slitherbolds. Mycah.
Cool. Well, these guys are prone. So what I'm gonna do is
They all just spent their turns getting back up and then attacking you.
Oh, cool. None of them are dead though, right? There's still the 3 of them?
Yeah.
Mm. Well, I suppose what I'll do is hit the most damaged one with my hit stick.
They're writhing creatures from beyond the edge of space. It's
Right, but I mean the one that I hit most recently with the poison shit.
the one over by Fira.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go for it.
If I can reach it without provoking an attack of opportunity, then
that one is technically still there, getting.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hit it. I rolled a 17 plus 7 is 24, and I'm gonna go assume that hits.
Yeah, just a little bit.
The damage is going to be a little bit less impressive, though, because I'm not in my roided up, legally distinct from barbarian rage. But it's still 1d8 plus modifier damage.
Mm-hmm.
12?
Yeah, not as much.
Well, I mean, I'm down a whole extra d6, so, like, yes.
You proceed to whip your shillelagh around, and you give it a nice crack right in the face, and it does a half tumble flip in the air and just flat out lies on the ground.
Cool. Then for my bonus action, I'm gonna hit that sorceress with the flaming sphere again.
Yeah.
So she gets to make another dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, that's a 10.
10 does not beat 15.
No, it does not.
So that's going to be 2 more d6 of fire damage for 9 more fire damage.
Yep. All right. Anything else?
No. Well, actually, no. That one's dead now, and I can't really get into a flanking position. Yeah, that's going to be it.
All right. Zayden.
Yes. So are any of these things still up near me?
No. The last one that was sort of within range just did a flipping crash to the ground after taking a heavy stick to the face.
Mm-hmm. I think he's dead, not just prone.
Yo, no, he is unmoving.
Mm-hmm. So, right, just in general, is the sorceress the only one left, or are there any?
No,
no, there are 2 more slithers and the big tree.
Okay. Actually, I meant to ask this before. Those dark tentacle-like vines, do they seem to be part of the tree, or is it something that is like possessing the tree, like wrapped around it?
Give me a nature check.
That is a 10.
Whatever it is looks unnatural. You're not. Botany was not your field of study.
Mm-hmm.
The black vines most certainly seem unnatural, but here at the edge of space, you're not entirely sure whether it's something else entirely or an aspect to the tree.
Okay. Well, since one of these was just trying to crush me, and it's reminding me a lot of the thing that knocked me out before, I'm going to look at the closest vine and visually follow it to its base by the tree.
Okay.
And shoot at that with the Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Go for it.
That's 15 plus 6, so 21.
Yeah, 21 hits.
Alright. That He's 5 points of radiant damage.
Okay. You proceed to aim your sword up over the lip of the stairwell and you fire the light, and it sails out and trails and actually spirals its way down the root base and slams into the base of the tree. And you definitely see as parts of its bulbous crystalline structure all up the tree gives a shiver.
Ooh. Nice.
Anything else?
I think I'm gonna climb up so I'm actually on the floor instead of hiding behind this door, this
Sure.
stairway, because it's not really giving me much cover.
Yeah. In fact, I would say, given that you are neck height, give me an athletics check.
All right, athletics. 19.
Yeah, you wait for the stretch of tentacle to swing back the other way, and you grab two thick handholds in the viney pieces that have extended off of the arch, and you just leverage yourself clean up onto the floor of this room.
All right.
Anything else?
Nope. I think that's all I can do.
All right. The tree's turn. You watch as a third tentacle unwraps itself from the base of the tree and begins to reach across towards the far wall.
That's no good.
As that one reaches that way, you watch as the crushed chunks of crystal still coiled in the other tentacle fade from a whitish blue down and deep, and it fades until it gives off that same nasty purple pulse. And the third tentacle, after you've crawled up here, is going to attempt to grab you for a 24.
Oof.
Ooh. Yeah, that hits.
And it proceeds to crush you for another 7 damage.
I'm just going to say fuck you and hellish rebuke.
Okay.
Not you, Dustin. The vine.
No,
Nah,
I mean, either way.
rebuke Dustin.
Sure. Do I get a save against that?
Yes, dex save.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes,
That's a 3.
that's a fail. And that's 2d10 fire damage.
Hellish rebuke is real good,
Yeah.
especially at early levels.
Ooh, that's 16. That's 16 fire damage right there. Oh, wait. Oh, no, hold on. It's at a higher level. It's 3d10. We roll another. Oh, that's another 10. So 26.
Oof.
Gross.
26 fire damage on the vine.
Okay. Cool. Anything else? Oh, I'm sorry. That's the
Oh,
tree's
that-
turn. You were
yeah,
responding.
yes.
Fira.
That was a react.
Yeah.
You, by the way, Zed, you are grappled and being crushed.
Yeah.
Okay. Fira, go for it.
Shit. So, Zayden is slightly above me and getting grappled.
Yes.
Okay. And there's still slitherbolds there.
Yes. You could. Technically, one is within reach to your left.
Okay, I'm gonna hit at him
Okay.
with a 23.
Yeah, that hits.
Sorry, 22. I can't do math. I think that still hits.
Yeah, absolutely.
For 7. 7 bludgeoning.
Yeah. You watch Mycah's move as he took out the one sort of in front of you, and so you turn back and you just baseball swing across, and you crack that one clean across the face, and it spins
Yeah.
and drops.
Nice. Perfect.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. That makes it the sorceress's turn. You watch as she turns and she raises her arms up to the tree.
Dark Master, the Light Bringers, they are too much.
Plural.
Grant us the sanctity of your boughs. Give
Oh,
us
dear
the
Lord.
power to drive back the light.
Mike, I'd advise you to start begging favors from your tree.
And then she is going to turn back and what is the save here? Yep. Mycah. Actually, no, Zayden.
no.
She gives a hiss and a wave of her staff, clearly intent on firing a spell at you.
Oh, yes?
And instead you watch as everything some dark force spits out around her hand, and you think it's going to shoot up the staff, and instead the staff bursts into flames.
Well, that's not great.
Fire consume you!
She's freaked out. She clearly didn't mean to do that.
Mm.
She proceeds to drop the stick. That's going to be the end of her turn. The remaining slitherbold in front of Mycah is going to... Well, actually, Mycah, do you want to...
Yeah, he's going to go ahead and make that Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That's a 7.
That's another 4 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. Do you roll those?
Yeah, it's a D4.
Oh, okay.
And I rolled a 4 that time.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's gonna take the disengage action. And,
Sure.
Scamper its way back towards the. It basically gets up onto the altar. in the center of the room.
All right.
The one standing back by the altar already is going to continue its campaign. Well, actually, no. You're being wrapped and crushed right now, so it's going to turn and take a shot at Fira.
Mm-hmm.
That's 17.
Yep. Yeah, it is.
That is 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yep. Yeah, it is.
And I need you to make a dex save at disadvantage.
Yep. That's a thing. Go ahead.
I gather it did not go well.
No, not at all.
Take 3 points of force damage as the crystal proceeds to detonate as it slams into your chest.
Ew. Okay.
That is going to be what remains of the slitherbolds' turn. Mycah,
So,
your turn.
cool.
Just
Well, I'm gonna
point out
wild
she's a
shape
little weak in
again.
the knees right now, just so everyone's aware.
Say again.
She's more than a little weak in the knees right now.
Oh, dear.
That's fair. All right. Is the sorceress still standing?
Yes.
Cool.
She is currently
She's gonna.
stamping her feet in frustration because her staff just burst into flames.
Well, that there flaming sphere is gonna do a little yo-yo action and move 5 feet away from her, and then slam 5 feet back into her.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So she gets to make another dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, that's a 5.
Okay. Well, give me a second.
Uh-huh.
10 fire damage.
She stumbles back. The sides of her robes are scorched and pockmarked from various bits of flame, and you can see bits of her skin bubbling, and her one of the bone antlers on her headdress has caught. She is in rough shape.
Cool. In that case, what's been hitting you a bunch, Fira? Is it just the
Everything.
dude next to you, or the sorceress, or what?
Everything.
Cool. I'm going to throw an ice knife at the sorceress.
Okay.
All right.
And I think I'm going to cast it as a 2nd level spell.
All right.
Bigger eyes.
What's the range on Ice Knife?
60 feet.
I would say from the head of the stairs to the tree, given that the distance across the room is closer to about 150, you would have to walk about to the steps of the altar where 2 of the other slitherbolds are standing.
All right. Then I'm going to throw an ice knife at those slitherbolds.
Fair enough. They happen to be standing next to each other because they were not expecting you to...
Hurl an ice knife at them, yeah.
Yeah. Ice Knife is not concentration?
No.
Okay, go for it.
Ice knife is instantaneous.
Fair enough.
Yep, no, I'm paying attention.
Okay.
I know what does and does not. a lot of my shit is concentration, and it's aggravating. But ice knife is not. And I'm going to go ahead and use one of my luck points on this one.
Okay. Oh god, you took luck.
I sure
You
did.
sure did. Okay.
Okay. Well, my first roll was an 11. And I'm just gonna do. There we go. We're just gonna copy that, and then just put that right there. And you'll notice that roll on the top.
It's disgusting, isn't it? Sure is.
Yeah. Now I don't know if attack spells crit in.
Oh yeah.
So the one that I throw the knife at, I guess the closer one,
Uh-huh.
is going to take 2d10 damage right off the bat.
Uh-huh.
So let's go ahead and roll 2d10s.
Mm-hmm.
For a remarkably unimpressive 8 damage.
Ew.
Did you hit the one with the spear that ran away from you, or did you hit the one holding the sling?
The one holding the thing, I guess.
The sling?
Yeah, hit the guy with the projectile, sure.
Okay.
And then they're both gonna take, 6d6 cold damage.
Ow.
Yeah, go for it.
Because it's all doubled, right?
Uh-huh.
So, do you want me to roll one set of 6d6 and have that damage be the same on both, or roll 2 separate 6d6s?
I usually have you double whatever the first set of dice is.
Well, because it's 2 different targets, is what I'm asking. So, do you want me to roll differently for each person in the blast, or one roll for both?
You just need to roll for one, because as you fling the ice knife, it takes the one that was whipping shards from its sling, catches it square in the chest, and it just kind of, with that giant bulbous eye, just sort of looks at you aghast.
Cool.
And
the other one takes
to its
22
face.
cold damage.
I don't think they can look at anything other than aghast.
Yeah, because they've got their mouth open the whole time. The other one takes 22 cold damage.
Somehow, even without proper face articulations, the one that gets ice knifed in the chest looks at you in shock.
Is that the one that just took the 22?
No, that would be the other one that proceeds to hold up its arms and gives and is covered in, like, blasting ice shards are just trailing off of it where it freezes in place.
Oh, you know what? Sorry. Yep. So I'm just gonna start approaching now. Just real menacing like.
Yeah,
And I'm just, but I'm not even gonna approach the one I just threw the knife at. I'm gonna start walking towards the sorceress.
You sort of have to, like, walk past them, but you get to, like, have a moment with your frozen slitherbold statues.
I'm just doing like that JoJo stride, you know, when he's just walking up to Dio.
Oh? Are you approaching me?
All right.
I can't beat the shit out of you without getting any closer.
All right. Zaiden,
Yes.
what are you doing?
I'm still grappled, right?
Sure are.
I'm just gonna. Well, I should probably try and attack the one that's surrounding me instead of the one that's reaching for the heart fruit. Oh. Unless these are being controlled by the sorceress, where I have options. I have a lot of options. Yeah, I'm gonna attack the one that's holding me in an attempt to break the grapple. Actually, well, yeah, I'm going to attack it with my sword.
Okay.
What? Okay, nat 20.
Okay.
Alright, so that's a crit. That is 1d6 doubled plus 4. $16 points of damage.
Okay.
That's max. That is max damage.
All right. Zaiden, anything else?
No, I can't really do anything else as a bonus since I'm grappled. So yeah, I'm just hacking at the thing that's got its hold on me.
All right. Okay. So it is now the tree's turn. The tentacle reaching for the far wall continues to reach out and coils around another one of the heart fruit. Zidon, the one around you is going to continue to crush you.
Okay.
It's only going to crush you for 5 points.
Well, that's good. That's good. That means I'm still awake.
And then the other arm.
Oh shit, new episode of The Mandalorian dropped today.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
the movie comes out
Okay.
tomorrow.
The one that was crushing the heart fruit that it already consumed slithers up high, and you watch as it unfurls a tentacle full of the dark, pulsing purple shards. And it proceeds to whip hard.
Who?
You watch as the chunks sail off towards the prone slitherbold corpses.
Oh, no.
And chunk after chunk slams into the ground. But you watch as one of the icy statues by Mycah gets stabbed by a chunk of crystal. And one of the ones lying in front of Fira gets hit with another. And you watch as that dark, pulsing purple energy drains away from the shard and into the body. And they twitch. And they tremble.
These things were creepy enough already. Now they're zombies.
Fantastic.
But that was the tree's turn. Fira.
I'm still engaged with the one that's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Do you have any healing?
Yeah,
Well,
I could use some of that healing right now, guys.
Yeah, me too. I'm at 2.
Hey, join the club.
Right. Just
I'm gonna. How close to me would you say Zidon is?
Within 10 feet.
Fuck. Okay. Hmm. Crap. Alright, I'm gonna just continue to smack at the guy that I keep smacking at, I guess.
The one that is now writhing on the ground near you?
Yeah, because writhing means he's still alive.
Fair enough. Go for it. He is technically still prone, so...
Thank God. Yeah, I don't think 11's gonna hit.
Did you roll at advantage?
I did.
Okay. No. You strike the body, but where you definitely felt the slithering, fleshy reptilian skin before, what you strike feels harder and rigid beneath the flesh.
I'm stronger now. Oh boy. And then as my bonus action, I'm gonna give Mycah some bardic inspiration.
Yay! What does that do
Fuck him
again?
up, buddy.
I will go fuck them up, but I need to know what that does.
Within for 10 minutes, you can add a 1d6 to an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Oh, beautiful.
This can be added after seeing the roll, but before knowing the outcome.
Excellent. Beautiful. Just like luck.
Yes.
And it's... You get to use it once in the next 10 minutes.
Right. No, I gathered that.
Okay. There's another one that lets you do like a D4 consistently over the course of a minute or something.
Yeah,
Anyway.
that's my turn.
Yeah. So the sorceress's turn.
Now, how close am I to the sorceress?
Now, I would say that you closed in on the distance, so the remaining distance over the altar and through the vines for as far as she went is 60 feet.
Cool. So she's 60 feet away from me.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Do you get to poison?
No,
Okay.
no. That's far too far for that.
Okay.
I just need to know where I am in relation to her.
Yes, about 60 feet. So she's going to.
Hi.
You don't actually speak Draconic, so.
I super don't.
And I can't hear her.
You hear her say,
Yes, my children are not gone yet.
Great.
I don't know what she's saying, but she's gonna get ice knifed.
Nice knife for now.
she.
Mama needs a nice knife in her side.
She is going to give a flick of her hand.
Mm-hmm.
And Mycah, I need you to make another Constitution saving throw, please.
No problem. Oh, well, that's going to be a 7.
Ah.
Oh, slight problem.
I'll be fine. I've barely been touched damage-wise.
Take 11 points of poison damage.
Okay.
As another one of the dark purplish clouds of poison sprays into you.
I am now down to a scant 29 HP.
Jesus Christ.
I started the fight with 64, so...
She's going to scamper a resounding 30 feet at diagonal, so she will remain at 60 feet from you.
Okay.
But she wants to get the... she can't really get far enough, but she wants to get the F away from your flaming spear.
Cool. Does that make it my turn?
No. The icy statue by you cracks and twists and shakes off the shards of ice on it.
Rude.
And
Noted.
you watch as it briefly shuts the mouth and twists its head about. As it proceeds to open the beaks again, and a purplish crystal now coats the eye.
Now is it my turn?
No, it proceeds to then walk over to you as long crystalline shards begin to protrude over its claws, and it's going to take a slash at you.
Okay.
But that's going to be a 10 to hit.
No.
No.
You just stick your staff down in front of it as it proceeds to try and claw at you, and it just like walks into it and is just. Fira,
Mm-hmm.
the one by you is going to grab on as you pull your staff back and use it to pull itself to its feet. And it will attempt to take a claw at you. For a grand total of 6, so it swipes out over your head.
Fantastic.
That ends their turn. Now it's your turn, Mycah.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and wild shape again.
Sweet.
Because I want to.
I thought you
And
did
I
that
can.
last turn.
No,
Oh.
I approached and threw an ice knife.
Oh, that you did.
And wild shaping is an action.
Oh,
So
I see. Yes. Fair enough.
it takes me a second.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. The one that attacked me needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
What kind of damage is this?
It's necrotic.
Yeah. You watch as it glares at you and seemingly appears unbothered by your spores.
Yeah, I figured. But regardless, I'm going to get real big.
Yeah.
And I'm going to throw that flaming sphere at that sorceress again.
Uh-huh.
Because it's just so good.
Mm-hmm.
So she gets to make another dexterity saving throw, please.
Natural 20.
Yes. So she will only take half damage. She takes 8 damage.
So.
Oh wait, sorry, that's impossible. I rolled the wrong number of dice.
Okay.
I had not changed it from when I rolled the 66 before.
God,
And
that
I
a
was like,
tragically low number.
I was like, 16. How did I roll a 16 on 2d6? Let me try that again. Okay, yeah, she's gonna take 5 damage.
Okay, all the same, she sees it coming and has been chased about by this thing, so she's all ready this time. And she deftly rolls to the side and pops up and gets to her feet and excitedly raises her hands over her head. And then on the backspin, it rolls back and slams into her back, knocking her onto her face. And she just lays there and sizzles.
Neat. Well, that's my turn.
All right, Zayden.
Right, so I'm currently grappled.
Uh-huh.
Well, when I attacked this thing before, did it react at all?
The part coiled directly around you, you dug in deep with your sword and sank right down into the thick of the root, but it is a thick, meaty root. It is as thick around as a bodily person. It clearly flinched as you dug the blade in, but it
didn't let go. All right. Fucking hell. I think Adafira was the only one with healing potions on her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything to heal with, and that's not good. I'm also out of spell slots, which actually doesn't really affect much. I don't think there's any way for me to avoid getting knocked out no matter what I do. Is one of those vines pulling back another heart fruit?
yes.
I'm going to take an Eldritch Blast at that vine to attempt to get it to drop it.
Okay, it's at disadvantage.
That is a 15.
It just hits.
Nice. All right. Is 10 radiant damage.
You watch as You drag your sword free of where you have stabbed into the vine around you, and you flip the blade around, and you aim. Oh, so carefully as the vine keeps you lifted from the ground, and grabbing your sword in both hands, you aim down it, and you fire across the room, even as your vision is blurring and it's difficult. The bolt sails out and slams into the vine, pulling back the heart fruit. And you feel the vine around you and the rest of the tree give another shudder.
We need those, you idiot! Don't you dare smash another!
It is in fact the tree's turn, unless you had anything else, Zayden.
There is nothing else I can do,
Okay.
being that I am grappled.
So on the tree's turn, it proceeds to pull the heart fruit back across the remainder of the space.
Oh, it didn't drop it, or did it pick it up again?
It didn't drop it.
Ah.
It shuddered, but it did not let go. And proceeds to crush it down. I need...
Fuck!
I need everybody to make Constitution saving throws, please.
Okay.
16.
12.
15.
So you said 16, 15, and 12?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, huh?
Who had the 12?
That'd be me.
Yeah. You proceed to take 6 points of force damage as the erupting force slams into you again, and it knocks you prone.
Rude.
It is then going to crush Zayden again. For a delightful 9 points of damage.
And
Bye,
unconscious.
Zayden, just before it manages to squeeze the remaining air from you, you do notice that as the heart fruit detonates, the deep gouge you put in when you plunged your sword deep into the root around you stitches closed a little way.
Healing it.
Now that being said, both of the twitching, moving slitherbolds proceed to fall prone as well. The last of the 3 tendrils that the one that had crushed the first heart fruit and flung the shards out across the room proceeds to slither along the ground and coils itself around the body of the sorceress, snuffing what remains of the flames. And as it coils it, it lifts her up into the air. that is the end of the tree's turn. Fira.
Great. I have a dumb question.
Yeah.
How far away am I from the fruit that are on the wall that we need?
From your position in the stairwell,
Yeah.
give or take about 80 feet.
Okay. I feel less dumb. So, Zayden is prone, right?
Well, no, I'm still grappled, but unconscious.
Yeah, you see him slack in one of the tendrils' grips. The slitherbold next to you is on the ground.
Okay. Now I do have a dumb question. If I cast a spell that affects everything within 15 feet of me and he's unconscious, does that affect, like, does he still make the saving throw?
Yes.
Okay. Shit.
I would argue as an intelligent person, though, you could probably back yourself up the stairs a couple of feet to put the thick vine at the edge of something that is 15 feet and not perhaps put Zayden inside of it.
I like that. Let's do that.
Okay.
And then let's use Thunderwave.
Yeah,
So,
go for it.
Constitution saving throws.
All right.
Last spell slot. Here we go.
So the slitherbold is, I'm going to guess, fails with a 10.
Yep.
The tree is probably going to succeed with a 23.
Unfortunately. But
Still takes half?
half.
Yeah.
Yes. But well, that sucks. The slitherbolds can take 3 thunder damage and be pushed 10 feet away.
Okay.
And the vine can take half that damage and not be pushed.
Okay.
That was a bust.
Okay. Then Fira, that's the end of your turn. Unless you want to move anywhere.
No, I'm kind of pointless for me to drink the last potion, even though I should, because I'm out of spell slots, so I'm not very useful, so I'm good.
Okay. It is the sorceress's turn, who you hear make a twisting, snapping, popping as the vine is tightening around her. And the headdress falls away. And you watch as the crystalline purple coating covers the eye in her mouth. And then you watch as the upper jaws covering the eye are torn back as a pair of roots proceed to burst out from over the eye and bend back over her head. The slitherbolds with their crystalline features are going to spend the turn getting back to their feet. Farah, you just moved far enough that the one in front of you is going to spend both of its actions walking to you.
Okay.
Mycah, the one by you is going to get up and walk over and take a slash at your prone form.
When it enters my space, it needs. When it enters 10 feet of me, it needs to take a Constitution saving throw.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because it's still necrotic damage, correct?
Yeah. So I mean, if it's completely immune to necrotic damage, that's true. But if it is merely resistant to necrotic damage, that's still numbers.
Yes, it doesn't care.
Nice.
But that being said, I imagine the 14 is not going to hit.
No.
It is clearly still shaken from the heart blast, so it is incapable of connecting. It stumbles and then gets back to its feet. But it is now your turn.
Getting up would provoke an attack of opportunity, right?
Nope. It spends half your movement, though.
Okay, I forgot that. All right, then I'm going to get up and hit him with a stick.
Yeah, go for it.
Where's my fucking... There's my dice roller. 19 to hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Cool. So that's going to be 8 bludgeoning, 7 poison, and then 5 more damage on top of that because it's my modifier. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 damage.
Yeah. You get back up frustrated with a... For once, you've met a dark plant that does not get along with you. And so you turn back in frustration and you just crack that thing across the face and you watch as the crystalline eye just spiders with cracks and the light fades again and it drops.
I'm gonna. How many turns have I had since I cast that flaming sphere? I want to say like 5, right?
1, 2. I think it's only been 3.
3? Cool. Then I've got 7 more rounds of flaming sphere.
Sure do.
I'm gonna shoot the flaming sphere at the tree.
Yeah, go for it.
So the tree makes a dexterity saving throw, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Does the tree have dexterity?
It has...
That's a question for Dustin to know.
Yeah.
You don't get to have that information. All I get to know is whether or not it takes the full 8 damage I just dealt.
It does slam into it for 8 damage.
And that ball's just gonna stay there while I approach the sorceress that I worked very hard to kill, and I am very mad is not dead.
Okay, she is hovering about 5 feet off of the ground, ensnared in a tendril.
Oh, well then I'm just gonna walk up to the closest part of the tree that I can hit. Which is to say I'm gonna move 15 feet towards tree and then end my turn.
Sure.
Mycah's out here just being the goddamn Terminator, getting shit done.
I was getting shit done too. I'm just squishy. I guess.
Yeah. So, Zayden, I need a death saving throw, please.
Oh, sorry. Zayden's dying. All right.
Yeah.
No problem. I can fix that.
Good. Oh, that's an 18. That's a success.
All right. It is now the tree's turn.
Oh boy.
Thank you, Matthew Mercer dice.
So the tree is the tree is going to start to drag Zayden's lifeless body towards the trunk.
Great.
Oh, well, shit. I would be able to help, but I've used all my 2nd level spells, so I can't hit you with a gentle repose.
Oh.
But it's going to spend both of that tendril's actions to pull you all the way against the...
Oh! Dustin, the tree started its turn, right?
Sure did.
It needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Sure does.
I don't just take like radiant. Okay.
As long as the fireball is within 5 feet of it at the begin.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's at the end of its turn. It is at the end of the turn.
It rolled decently well, but that's still going to be a 7.
A 7 is not the requisite 15.
No.
I believe it is actually at the end of the turn, though. I think I was mistaken there.
Oh, okay.
That ends its turn, yes. So at the end of its turn, it will take this 2d6 damage I'm going to roll up.
Okay. I look forward to that one. Zaid, you are pulled to the base of the trunk. You are actually now next to the flaming sphere.
Oh, great.
Well, don't end your turn there, bud.
I do not. I do
I
not
don't think he'll
decide
say.
Ah, that's quitter talk.
If I weren't unconscious, I'd be having flashbacks right now.
Get mage armor. I don't know what to tell you.
The right-hand tendril proceeds to reach out towards the wall.
Cool. Whose turn is it?
And then the tendril holding the sorceress and crushing her form is going to twist the head around, and its gleaming eye is going to stare right down at you, Mycah. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Cool. That's going to be a 16.
A 16 just makes it. You watch as another one of those purple clouds geysers on top of you. But again, your mushrooms are awake. And they pull the poison in.
These are my good shroomy boys.
And then I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm way better at those. I rolled a 10, so that's a 17.
Yeah. Another one. Oh, actually. Oh, Fira, you're still in the stairwell, yes?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then the only one affected, because Poseidon, you can't see anything right now, would then be is Mycah, but you managed to shake it off as another one of those spiraling purple lights coils through the air.
Okay.
And now you're rolling me some fire damage.
Yeah, it's going to be 6.
Okay.
Not really all that impressive.
Give me an insight check.
Sure. That's wisdom, right? Insight?
Yeah.
It is. Oh, I'm proficient in insight. I'm very insightful. 20 total.
Yeah, you see that the tree is writhing and twisting under the flaming ball. It is as though trees are not a big fan of fire.
I know, right? It's so weird how that happens. Cool. I am going to...
Zayden, you automatically fail a death saving throw.
Got it.
Is it my turn?
No, that was the tree's turn. So Fira.
Tree's turn.
It's my turn.
Yes.
What is the distance between me and the tree that has Zayden?
It has now pulled Zayden the rest of the way to it.
Okay.
So about 100, about 90 feet.
Fantastic. I'm gonna move as far as I can to get closer, but stay behind Mycah.
Okay. Mycah is standing just past the other side of the altar, so if you double move, you can basically get next to the altar.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna double move to place myself behind Mycah
Okay.
and hand him my other potion so it is in his possession.
He's still, 15 feet from you.
I am not gonna throw that because that's a terrible idea. So I'm gonna just stay there.
Fair enough. Okay. Then the oh no, I'm sorry. Before you move, that other slitherbolt did get up, and the last standing one is
shit.
directly in front of you. It spent both of its moves last turn to get to you.
Yep.
And that resonant ringing that is now emitting from its gaping maw is screaming in your face.
Nice.
So you could disengage and go 30 feet?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Engage and go 30 feet.
The slitherbold is going to dart back around and give chase to Fira.
Okay.
How far does your stuff?
10 feet.
Okay, not far enough then. Fira, that is a 18 to hit.
Fuck. Yep.
You take 5 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, I go down like a burning ship.
Okay. Mycah, it's your turn.
Okay. Zayden, how many death saving throws have you made?
You don't get to know that.
I mean, he can he not tell me how many death saving throws he's made?
You are not there. You are not there to examine his body next to the tree.
Okay.
So no, you cannot at this distance.
All right.
Sure. How can I get up to Zayden?
Yes, you could. Your move will get you the distance to the tree.
Okay. I'm gonna hit the tree with the flaming sphere.
Okay. It's a
Um,
bonus, right?
first. Yep, that's a bonus action. So I'm just gonna do that.
Yeah, go for it.
So go ahead and make your dexterity saving throw.
Me?
No, Dustin.
Oh,
Like,
Tree.
what's going on here?
The tree is making a saving throw.
yep. That sure is a 2.
Okay, that's gonna be another 8 points of fire damage. How does the tree look?
The tree, as you slam the rolling sphere of fire right into the tear at the base of the tree where all the tendrils are coming out, you watch as it burrows deep into the bark, and you watch, and with your ability to speak with trees, though it is not audible in any way, actually, it now has a mouth. You watch as the jaws on the sorceress lean back and splay wide, and you hear this ringing, cacophonous peal that most certainly is the sound of screaming despair. And it fades. And you watch as the tendril holding Zayden and headed back to the far wall goes slack.
Cool. Is the other slitherbold still up, or did it die as well?
It is still up. It is currently standing with dripping crystalline claws over Fira.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna walk over to it and hit it.
Yeah, go for it.
That's gonna be a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna make that a 1d6. Thank you. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 damage.
Yeah, I mean, the thing looks up at you, this hulking mass, and you just crack it under the chin. Its head snaps back, and you hear that cracking sound of crystal, and it just tumbles backwards.
Cool. Well, luckily for everyone, I've used pretty much only second level spells so far. which is and cantrips, which is very convenient because it means I can cure wounds on both of your dead asses.
Stand by. That is the end of your turn.
Oh yeah. I'd assumed since everyone was dead, combat was over, but I appear to have been mistaken.
It appears that all of the significant threats in your area have been dispatched. But as
Getting targeted ads for like really specific dating services and it says significant threats in your area.
As it is the conclusion of your turn, Zayden, I need another death saving throw.
Okay. No, it's 17. That's
Okay. Fira, I need a death saving throw.
Okay, what am I comparing it to again? I'm sorry. I haven't died.
It's a straight 50-50.
Yeah, but you get to add your constitution to the save.
So 9.
Oh.
So that's a
Wait.
fail.
9 after adding your constitution?
Yeah, I don't have a constitution.
Fair enough.
It's actually slightly better than a 50-50.
Yeah. So you take
it's a
death.
fail.
You fail a death saving throw. Mycah.
Okay.
Cool. I'm gonna walk over to my good unconscious friend Zayden. And I'm gonna go ahead and touch him with good touch.
Good touch takes an action, and it is a resolute 45 feet from where the last slitherbold was, back to where Zayden's body is near the tree.
Fine then. I'm just gonna healing word at Zayden then.
Fair enough. Also,
because less good also had it prepared. And I can do that as a bonus action, so I can actually. I'm right next to
Zayden. Sorry. After you make a successful save, you then also have to take an automatic failure.
Okay.
Because you are still lying next to a burning sphere.
So, cool. I'm going to dismiss the burning sphere.
Okay.
I'm going to, as a bonus action, cast Healing Word on Zayden. Zayden, why don't you go ahead and receive 6 health points. And since Fira is right next to me, right? Because I went over, I'm going to get Fira with a good touch gang.
You can cast both in
Healing Word's a bonus action.
I think I remember that. Yeah, fair enough. All right.
And Cure Wounds is a standard action.
There you go.
So then I'm gonna
rules is written. Technically, no, but the rules on that are stupid.
Oh right, in 5e you're only allowed to cast 1 spell per turn, apparently, regardless of action costs.
I'm fine with you using your action economy. So you healing word Zayden, and then you touch Fira.
Yeah, Fira, that's going to be more healing than Zayden because it's a better spell. You get to have 10 hit points back.
Woo.
I like to believe that Fira actually just woke up and saw Mycah standing there and was like,
well, I have a whopping 2 spells left.
And with that, all the room falls still, and groaningly your party comes to as Mycah, you look from the burning remains of the tree and to still see 3 heart fruit hanging from the wall.